Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if it is your first time here, then hi. I'm Shelby. It's very nice to meet your acquaintance. And if you're like one of the 44 subscribers that we have so far, then welcome back. It's nice to have you back. Hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Also, let me know in the comments if there's any videos or anything you'd like me to review. More makeup videos, more fitness videos. Just let me know down below. Today, I have a bare face because I am going to be doing a very cool challenge that I made up in my head, but I'm sure people have done this before. I am going to be doing a full face using only samples, or at least I'm going to try to use only samples or small sizes. You know, a lot of times they don't really put eyeshadows in a sample size. So if you would like to see me do a full face using only sample makeup, then go ahead and keep on watching. Are we here? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, are you sick yet? So basically I get a lot of sample size things. I keep them in this little baggie right here. This is an old makeup bag. I've gone ahead and pulled some samples out. I'm going to be priming my face with the NARS Radiance Primer. It has 35 SPF in it, which is kind of cool for a primer. So this is what I got. That's a lot. Oopsie. Woo! It smells pretty strong, actually. I typically like to go for more radiance primers because I do have dry skin, but also silicone-based primers tend to break me out for whatever reason. So right off the bat, this doesn't give me like a glittery base. Sometimes what you get with Radiance is it has a little bit of shimmer in it. It just gives me, wow, a really nice glow, and it almost seems to be blurring, like I noticed up here. It seems to be blurring my pores a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's like the radiance kind of detracting from my pores, but I feel like kind of look like I have a Photoshop filter on top. Next, for foundation, I have two different things. I have the Bare Minerals 24-Hour Wear Bare Pro liquid foundation, and I also have the YSL Touche Éclat Le Tint. I have already popped into this guy a few days ago. I wanted to see what the coverage was like. My skin is feeling a little dry today, so I'm going to be going for the Touche Éclat. I've noticed with like the more expensive makeup, like the YSL and the Dior and stuff, there's just like not a lot of makeup. They give it to you for like one use, and you're like, no, I want a bigger size sample. How are you supposed to tell if you totally like a foundation after one test? So this is a very liquidy foundation. Oh my gosh, I put way too much on. It smells really good. If your skin is sensitive to scents, it will not like this, but it has that perfumey, high-end smell. It's pretty light coverage. You may be able to build it up to a medium, but I'm obviously still seeing my little stuff all through it, but I think it's done a really nice job at evening out my skin. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, so far that is what we are working with. The next item that I have is this Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer. I love the Benefit Erase Paste, and I believe, I'm not sure which one it was formulated into. I don't think it was formulated into the airbrush kind, but I don't think I've ever tried this. So I'm just going to place that under my eyes. This is what it looks like. I'm in the shade number 1 because I am fair. Ooh, it's like super lightweight feeling. This is such a weird consistency. The issue I typically have with my under eyes is that they tend to get really dry, so I've kind of stopped setting everything with a powder, but with the erase paste and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, you kind of have to set it because it is so thick. So I don't know if I want to set my under eye today. I kind of want to see if it's going to crease on its own. I already see it creasing on this side. This side has not started yet. It's like a concealer that feels like it doesn't necessarily need to be set. So I'm just not really going to set it. However, I am going to take a little bit of this Makeup Forever HD. Oh, smart one, Shelby. This is one of the, it's not really a sample that I received, but it is in their little travel, there's powder everywhere. It's in their little travel section, so you don't normally get powders in sample sizes, but I'm counting this as a sample size because it is not the original full size. So it's kind of cheating, but needed a powder just kind of take down any shine. So next I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes. I'm just going to be using the concealer since I have no sample of eyeshadow primer. And I'm just going to be simply placing this over my lids, and then I'm going to be setting that with a powder. So I just finished up my eyes using my Tarte Tartelette in Bloom palette. I love this palette, I think it's so pretty. But now I'm going to go and do my face makeup. So this is a tiny bit cheating. I actually received the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun. This is a serum bronzer. I received a tiny little guy as a sample one time, and I ended up buying the full-size product. I bought it on Amazon, so hopefully it's real. But it pretty much feels like the same product, I believe. So I actually did purchase a full size of this, and I think it's just a nice natural bronzer. It's kind of difficult to put on because it is like a liquid, but typically what I do is I shake it up and I just kind of go through with my finger and dab it in places where I would want to be bronzed, and then I just kind of take a blending sponge and then I just kind of bronze up my skin. This isn't going to really give you any sort of precision or anything like that. Next I'm going to go on with a blush. This was a sample that Sephora gave this year. You had two options for your birthday. You could have, I think it was like a skincare set, or you could have this little Tarte set. It came with this blush. This is the Amazonian 12-hour blush in Party, and this is what it looks like. And they also give you a nice little Tarte lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit, which I also bought the full size of, but I'm going to be using something else today. So I ended up buying the full size of this. I love this blush. If you have sort of neutrally skin tone like mine, this, like, look at this. It's just like my natural, like, flush shade. So I think it looks good with everything. It kind of goes on a little corally, but I think it's a pretty neutral looking blush. It's not too orange, but it's not too pinky. I don't know. I think it's just like such a pretty color. Look at that. Okay, so I just went ahead and did my brows. I don't have any sample size brow thing. I used to have Ka-Brow, and I guess I got rid of it, if that tells you anything. I did like it, but I don't prefer it to my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade or my Beauty Bakery one. However, I do love the Ka-Brow, their little pencil, not the really thin one, the Goof Proof one. So if you're in the market for some eyebrow products, check out Benefit for those. So I have finished pretty much my face makeup except my highlighter, but we will get to that. I'm just going to go ahead and set those brows with some ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I am obsessed with this stuff. I remember buying this before hearing anything about it in the YouTube community because people were using Maybelline's The Clear Brow Gel to set their eyebrows, and I just remember using that and being like, this does nothing. This literally does absolutely nothing. So this is a little sample size. It is a 100-point perk from Sephora, so technically it wasn't necessarily like a free sample, but I had to get it because I love this stuff. And while those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and do highlighting. So I have two different products here. I have the Benefit What's Up. This is a tiny little baby sample size. I'm obsessed with What's Up. It's like the prettiest highlight. And then the next thing I have is the MAC Strobe Cream. So I'm going to do one on one side, one on the other side so you guys can see. So it comes in a little stick form like this. You get quite a bit, but I'm just going to roll it down so it doesn't break off. I'm just going to put some on here. I'm also going to put a little bit down the bridge of my nose, a little on the Cupid's bow, and a little on my chin. I feel like the camera's not picking it up as well as it looks in person. And next on this side, I'm going to use the MAC Strobe Cream. I do have like a travel size of this because I know that I would never go through the entire bottle of strobe cream just because I literally just use it for this purpose. I don't wear it as like a moisturizer. I know Kylie Jenner likes to use this underneath as like a highlighter. It smells really good. So that is what we have. It's a little more subtle. Next is eyes. I'm going to go in with this Kat Von D ink liner in the color Trooper. I have actually never used this. I'm not a huge fan of liquid liners. I really prefer gel eyeliners and also brown eyeliners, but everybody always raves about this. So I believe this was a promo code at Sephora when I bought an online purchase. So it's a little baby guy and I'm just going to see what it looks like. Ooh, it has a really precise point. I don't normally do liquid liner because I feel like you have to have a really steady hand. Where with gel, oh my gosh, I just got that in my eyeball. So I don't think I'm going to do a wing today just because I am wearing black eyeliner and I don't want to be too dramatic, but I feel like you could get a really nice and precise point with this. It's stiff, but it's not so stiff that you feel like you're stabbing your eyeball, but it doesn't give so much that you feel like you don't have control. It is super black, and right now it's drying down. Right now it is not completely matte. It has a tiny bit of sheen to it, but we will see if that dries down into a hardcore matte. Oh my god. Oh shoot. This is why I don't do liquid eyeliner. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do a baby wing because I just messed up that. So here we go. Okay, so that is what we have so far. I think it is a really nice liner. It's not completely matte, but it is pretty matte. It doesn't have shimmer in it. Yeah, so it is super black. I actually just went and looked in natural lighting, and this eyeliner, oh my gosh, it looks so good in person. Like, it's beautiful. I don't know if it's the finish or like how opaque it is or what. I think that I would really like this in the brown color because I'm sure they have a brown shade. Next, I'm going to be going in with this Dior Show mascara. I got this again as a sample. Why is this not coming off? Oh, that's weird. Oh my gosh. This is the weirdest sample I've ever seen. It's like not a small brush. It's like, this is so weird. I have used this guy before and it smells like roses. Kind of weird to have like a mascara that smells. I have used this before and honestly it's not my favorite. It's okay, but it just kind of doesn't give me the length and the volume that I like in a mascara. And I think if you're going to spend $30 on, why do I do that every single video? I think that I would save your money and I would get something else from Sephora with it just because you can find very comparable mascaras from the drugstore and I just don't think that it's worth it. I think some high-end mascaras are definitely worth it. I love the Benefit They're Real mascara. I love, if you like wands like this, the Urban Decay Perversion, I believe it's what it's called, mascara, has a wand similar to this, and it gives you nice, fluttery, soft lashes. Next, for lips, I am going to be using this Clarins Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. I received this in a sample size in my influencer box, and I ended up buying the full size because I really liked it. It's just a nice gloss. If you're into like more natural glosses, you'd probably like this. I know I probably need some color on my lips today because I am freshly self-tanned, and typically I need to wear like a lipstick on my lips. But I just really love this stuff. It's nice and glossy. It has a green tint to it, so it kind of is supposed to make your teeth look whiter. I'm not really sure how much whiter my teeth look, but I think it's really nice to top off lipsticks with. It's very comfortable. It has a nice minty taste to it, so it's a little cooling on your lips, but I just love it. I think it's so comfortable, and I think glosses, especially in the summertime, are just so beautiful. And finally, to end this, I am going to be using the All Nighter Setting Spray. This is a sample size. I have this in full size. I absolutely love this stuff. I used this stuff on my wedding day, and I really love it. I love the combination of MAC Fix Plus with this stuff, because the MAC Fix Plus doesn't really extend the wear of my makeup, but this stuff, if I want to keep it on just like for my wedding day, this stuff I absolutely love. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know that you liked videos like this, and also let me know down in the comments if you would like me to do a skincare version of the sample all face thing. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, become a member of my family, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.